Byron Velvick here for Tackletour 2013 ICAST Las Vegas, and this is something that if you haven't heard about it, you're going to hear about it real soon. It's the Livingston Lure technology, and it's a crankbait unlike any other. I'm going to be at a loss for words here. This looks like a regular crankbait, like all the baits you might have in your box. Beautiful finish, just a great diving crankbait. But the beauty of this is it actually talks, and it sounds like such a gimmicky thing. Talking crankbait. It's a noise activated bait. When these two diodes, when these come in contact with the water, this actually gives off the sound of a distressed baitfish. Now people think that's gimmicky, but hydrowave, biosonics, noise-making things. Right now, the hot thing in the industry is having a boat that actually attracts fish. But the problem is, you got a biosonics or a hydrowave, the fish are coming up to the boat and they're looking for that target. If they're coming in from the right and you're casting off to the left, that fish, and you'll see this on your graph, you'll see the fish come up and kind of looking around. This is a biosonics or hydrowave built into a fishing lure. And the best way to show it is when it's clear. This is a bait, and we made these specifically to show people the technology in this thing. This is a bait that actually makes the sound of distressed baitfish. So when it's in the water, and if you've ever done live bait fishing, you'll know what I mean. When you put a hook in a fish, you almost hear that grunting or that gurgling or that kind of, it's like a croaker grunt, you know. And if you take this bait, put these two contacts to your ears and listen, you'll hear that sound. What happens when that hits the water is fish hear that sound. I have never, ever had so many baits, so many bites on a topwater bait sitting still. They have a walking bait right here. This bait, they're walking bait. Normally, your bites come as you're moving this thing. If you stop this by a target, it's doing something different than any other hard bait in the industry. It continues to attract fish. It probably attracts some more because it's emulating the sound of a distressed baitfish. So I've noticed with this bait, I can come off of a grass line, let it sit there, and as it sits there, it gets smoked. And you can't hear it from far away, but again, if you put it up there, put it close to your ear, you'll hear that sound. So, you know, these technologies are all around. You know, UV 4 years ago, nobody heard about UV. Ultralight, violet, reflecting stuff. This stuff, baits that actually talk. It's a new smart bait. And really that's the key. These are baits that are smart baits. And what's coming for the future, and I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, are some incredible apps that will be applicable to these baits. These baits will be able to be utilized, changed, and I don't even want to get into it. I'll say that for ICAST 2014. If you haven't checked out Livingston Lures, if you haven't tried one of these baits, you're doing yourself a disservice because there's no other crankbait like it. So thanks for listening to me ramble. ICAST 2013, Livingston Lures. I'm done. Thank you, Tackletour.